Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Kelly. Hi if you're new. You guys should definitely hit that subscribe button down below. That way you can get notified the next time I upload my newest video. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tips and tricks on how to start a fashion Instagram account. I get so many DMs, questions, like messages, emails from you guys asking, I want to start a fashion Instagram. What do I do? How do I start? Can you please give me some advice? And I've been getting so many questions and I've been replying back to all of you guys. And if you guys do DM me, I will of course help you guys out in any way. I love being able to connect with all of you guys, but I do want to have a video describing it all, so in case like I don't share the same information with you guys, you have this to come back to. Or if you're interested and if you're new to my channel, I do have a fashion Instagram, which is just at Kellyprepster. I'm a little over 21,000 followers. It's crazy. It's so much fun and I'm so excited about it, and I have such big plans for the future and everything with it. Again, I get so many questions all about how to start and like what do I do and how do you do it and everything, so I just thought I would share some fun tips with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's just get into it. So the biggest thing that I want to talk about is if you're creating a fashion Instagram, it's probably something that you're very passionate about or you like fashion in general. Again, you could do this with any type of Instagram. You could do it like with an art theme, cars, music, like whatever you like. You can probably change out when I say fashion to whatever you're doing it with, but I'm just going with fashion just because that's what I know. So you want to do it because it's something you're passionate about and you have a lot of fun when you talk about it. Like you kind of light up when you start talking about it. When you show people stuff, you're like, you gush over it. You're like, oh my gosh, look how cute this coat is, you know? That's something that I do. I do that in real life, you know? And you meet a lot of fun new people with it, and it helps you stay inspired. Like you guys inspire me so much to create new outfits, to go out and try something new, like, oh, I never thought to mix this print with this print, you know? I can go on and on. And you do it for fun. Like when you build your Instagram, you're not doing it for likes, you're not doing it to get famous, you're not doing it for free stuff. Of course, that might happen along the way. You might get that free sponsorship, you might get to work with these huge companies, you might get 10,000 likes, who knows? But you're not doing it for that. You're doing it because you're passionate about it, and I think that's what I'm trying to help you guys start and like do if you want to do this. So the first thing that you want to really do is find a username that fits you best. My username's Kellyprepster, and I chose that name because my name's Kelly and I'm into that preppy style, and my friends used to call me Kelster when I was little, and so I just figured Prepster, Kelster like fit, you know? It's just something, it's like a personal name for me, and people like, I have that nickname Kellyprepster now. It's funny and I laugh about it. I think it's really cute and I like it. So that's how you're going to be like branding yourself, kind of ideally. So if you're going to have like an Instagram, think of that as your brand. That's your like name. If you guys don't have like a pinpoint style, that might be a little difficult. I know a lot of people use their like full name if you're comfortable with that. It's just something that's special to you, represents you, you know, you have like a connection with it, and that's probably what you're going to get noticed first, because that's kind of like a big deal, you know? Like Kellyprepster followed you, Kellyprepster liked your picture, Kellyprepster posted this, you know? It's going to be your username did all of that, you know? So that is my first step, and like my first tip is to pick a good username that you like. That is like getting started. You go to Instagram, create an account, there you go. My second tip is about followers, and followers are very helpful with creating your Instagram account, but they aren't everything. Of course you want to interact with them, which I'll get to next and everything, but you don't have to have a certain amount of followers to post pictures that you enjoy and share content that you like. I follow tons of fashion blogs that only have 100, less than 1,000, you know, and I get so much inspiration from them. I love their feed. They're like so content and everything, and I love that. I love finding small vloggers and everything. I think it's so exciting, and then seeing them take off is so cool. So don't worry about your number. Again, if you're doing it just to increase that and get likes and everything, you're probably not doing it for the right reasons and everything, but keep doing you, you know? So again, followers aren't everything, but tips to increase your followers are to interact with your followers. You can have engagements where you ask questions on your post, or you comment on other people's posts. I know a lot of people comment on each other's posts. I do it with bloggers that I like because I like commenting and like being able to like talk to them and everything. It's so cool, especially when they reply and everything. But also it's cool because then other people can find your account by, if they're commenting on that picture too, they'll like, oh, who's this really nice girl or nice guy, you know? And they go follow you, or they check out your account and stuff. And I know a lot of times, especially I do, when you guys comment on my account, I like go and creep on your profile. It's really creepy, but I think it's like fun to figure out who you're talking to and everything. But interaction is a huge deal on Instagram. It's like engagement, and a lot of companies look for engagement now, especially because of the algorithm and everything. Another thing about keeping your followers active is engagement. Like I said, it is huge, but it is very tricky now, especially since there's so many like updates since Instagram. I've had my Instagram since I started dressing preppy, so I was like a sophomore. It was like 2 or 3 years right after Instagram came out. I think I want to say like 2014 maybe. and it's changed a lot. It's always going to be changing. That's like one of the things with Instagram that you can always expect, is it's always going to be changing, so you can never really figure out something to a T, but that's okay because that's like good. You got to keep growing and everything. But ask questions, use your Instagram stories, comment, post good content, post your own original content super often. I just think that's super huge, is like posting your own content, but I'm going to talk more about that in a few minutes. Okay, so then also you want to respond to all comments, DMs, or mentions that you might get, because that interaction between you and your followers is super important, and it just like makes your followers like engaged, you know. They're like, oh my gosh, they always respond, you know. It's like something about it that just like keeps them coming back, which is really important. So then another thing is your business email. Once you get started and you're like, I really like this is a lot of fun, you might want to create an email account that is for your Instagram. So like I have my Kellyprepster email, which again, business purposes only, and I have that in my bio, so like companies can reach out to me that way if they want, or they can DM me, you know, whatever works best for them. But it is nice to have a business email. That way you can kind of keep your life and this account separate, just so like you don't want to use your school email or anything, you know. That's probably not the best idea. But when you are working with a company, when you're doing sponsored posts, you want to make sure that's your best content ever, because they are sending you a free product, or they might be paying you to post about their stuff. And usually like a lot of companies will do like, oh, you just have to share it once and that's it. I typically like to post more than once if they give it to me, just because it kind of makes it like an extra thank you, and you want to be very grateful when they do work with you, because it is so exciting and they don't have to do that kind of stuff, and it's just fun to see like small bloggers and everything work with big companies. So definitely be super grateful. If you can share it more than once, definitely try to do that, because it just helps their company as well as helps your blog, you know, or your Instagram, whatever you want to call it. And so then another thing that I want to talk about are themes. I know Instagram themes weren't always really popular, and they're just kind of getting more trendy now and everything, but they're really helpful, especially because when you have a new follower and they go check out your page, they find your username and they go like, who's Kellyprepster, and they click on your feed, they're gonna notice your theme. They're gonna notice like, wow, all her pictures are like this, you know, like, wow, her theme's so colorful. It helps because they know what you're like posting about. Like ideally when you go to my Instagram, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm assuming this is a fashion related Instagram because it's a lot of clothing, you know. Like if it's cars, there's a lot of cars on here, you know. You don't want it to be too random, but if it is random, having the same filter on everything does help. I do have a video on how I edit my pictures, but that was for my old like theme. So if you guys want to see a new updated how I edit my Instagram pictures, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, because I'd gladly share that with you guys. And going back to posting your original content, some people, like I know when Instagram first started, like when I started, a lot of people didn't post their own content. They would take pictures off Tumblr and everything, which is fine. But if you do that, be sure to give credit, because that's super important for those people who did create the content and everything. But also it's really fun to post your own content, because then you kind of see what your followers do like and everything, but also you get to express yourself, you know, like you're creating art with it, you know. It's so much fun. But so don't be afraid to tell your friends and family about your new Instagram if you are excited about it. I mean, you can like keep it a secret if you want, but don't be embarrassed by it. It's something you're proud of, something that you're working hard on, you know. And I started off with just like mirror pictures in my mirror back here, and I just showed you guys my outfits, and I would literally take the picture when I got home from school or like before I was leaving, and like, this is what I'm wearing today. And that's like, I mean, Instagram's come a long way since then and everything, but now I have like someone take my pictures and we go out and do photo shoots and everything. So much fun. But quality does kind of play a effect into your pictures. You don't want to have like super pixelated or blurry pictures as well. I actually only use my iPhone 7, and I have it right here. It actually has a really nice camera, like you just like tap it and it focuses really well on it. But I've tried to use like big cameras and everything. It just honestly gets a little too confusing for me and who's ever helping me with a photo shoot, just because it's like different than their camera and everything. So the iPhone, I really like it. The quality seems to be pretty well on it, but again, the quality of your pictures does help increase your like stats, I guess. I have like 2 more tips for you guys. So then I want to talk about giveaways. And I know a lot of people who start off Instagram, like start off their small like little Instagram accounts, and I follow tons of you guys, and I started there. I totally get like having a small Instagram. Like my Instagram's honestly only gone up within like past like, I'm gonna say like 15 months, like because I used to have like a little following and it was just fun then, you know. I totally remember that. But doing giveaways, I had a few giveaways, especially right when I started, and it's a lot of fun. but don't get like too sad if like people unfollow you after you host the giveaway, because a lot of people will follow to unfollow just to hope that they win the giveaway. So do not worry if that happens. Giveaways are kind of tricky that way because it's great to bring new people in, like new followers to your account and everything, but they don't always stay. So again, it goes back to posting good content that people look forward to seeing. And my last and final tip about this is consistency. Consistency is everything. I feel like everyone tells you that all the time about anything like fitness, learning, you know, just consistency. If you keep at it, you're gonna get really good at it, you know, like practice makes perfect. So I always like recommend posting at least 2 to 3 times a week. I know that sounds like intimidating and everything, but if you're gone for a long period of time, people are going to unfollow because they're going to think you're inactive anymore. So I think that's really helpful, is to post at least 2 to 3 times a week, you know, like at least once or something. But I typically post 1 to 3 times a day. And again, that's a lot of content. You have to have time for it and everything, and you don't have to post that much, but it does help because your profile shows up on people's feeds more often. So it's like, again, your name just keeps popping up, so then they're like, oh, cool, you know, and it kind of builds more of a connection. But again, just keep going, you know, like don't lose hope if you don't go up any followers or anything. It's gonna take time. Nothing happens overnight, you know, unless there's like rare cases when stuff goes viral, but typically it's a slow journey, you know. I've had my Instagram since 2014 and I'm at like 21,000, so it does take a lot of time, but it's worth it. It's a fun journey, you know, it's like a little adventure you get to go on, and a lot of fun stuff happens when you do something you love, and you know, other people can realize that you love it as well. So I hope you guys find this video really helpful. I hope I answered your questions. If you guys have any other questions, be sure to let me know. I'll definitely respond to your DMs and comments and everything. So hope you guys found this helpful, and if you guys have any other tips, or if I should do like a part 2 to this video, be sure to let me know. And if you guys do want to how I edit my Instagrams, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys.